hello there. My name is Tyler Deaver. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I got good response from this kind of behind the song series that I started doing. So I thought, heck, let's do another one right here. And this one is about my, not my last single, but the single before that, called 100 Acres. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it, and people were curious how the song came to be, what it was written about, whether it was true stories or not, and kind of where I wrote it and all that good stuff. And so I wanted to sit here and bring the old ovation out and talk to you a little bit about 100 Acres, which is a song that I wrote. It's a solo write that I definitely wrote for myself. One thing you might not know about Nashville and songwriting, all that stuff, what's on the radio these days is very commercial stuff. So a lot of times songs that are a little bit more, in my opinion, meaningful don't always get any light shown on them for radio. There's a lot of stuff that just isn't, it's not going to sell as well. So for example, 100 Acres is a song that it's probably a little too country for country radio if you want to get technical. When you're putting words like Massey Ferguson in a song, you know, it's I think most of the country singers these days wouldn't know what Massey Ferguson is. But anyway, let me get off the old soapbox. I apologize. 100 Acres is a song written about one of the family farms that I kind of grew up on and around. Used to be a dairy farm and some world-class trout fishing right by the barn there. Old tractor shed. Southwestern Wisconsin is where that farm is at, and it across the road from an old, beautiful golf course in the driftless area there. Lots of big hills and cliff faces and edges, and I grew up bow hunting and turkey hunting, and if you could see the other side of my wall, you'd see all the deer heads going that way. There's just one or two over here, and that's what I grew up loving, you know. Some of my first girlfriends when I was younger, you know, obviously going out there and being young and stupid, and then fishing with my buddies and stuff like that too. A lot of great memories, and like many family farms, they get sold, and that's part of it. You know, it's something where my wife and I, Stephanie, were close to where we probably could have bought it. And I had to kind of choose, do I move to Nashville and, you know, buy a house and kind of go after this music dream, or do I stay in Wisconsin, get a job, potentially go get my master's degree and become a wildlife biologist? That was kind of my plan B. And we chose to go after the dream of going after music, and the farm got sold. And that's kind of how it is, man. Money is the king at the end of the day. And I understand it. You know, it's something where my grandparents that sold the farm, they deserve to, you know, have some money and be able to enjoy it, you know, later in their life, all the things they've done for me and different things. And to them, you know, it's a piece of land, I think. And to me, it was more than that. It was a century farm plus. It was, I believe, it had been in the family for about 130 years at that point. So it hurts a little bit extra. But yeah, so most of this song, pretty much everything in the song is pretty dadgum true. The other day, actually, they actually tore the house down. The new owners did. And in the song, I talk about how they burned the house down and they sold the tractor. So bittersweet stuff to drive past the old homestead farm and see where my great-grandparents lived for years and years, and all the memories I had as a kid, woodworking with my great-grandpa. And man, talk about some memories in there. Luckily, from time to time, I still have access to bow hunt it when I get back to Wisconsin in the fall. So that, you know, I'm lucky to have that. If it would have been, you know, a potential out-of-state buyer, that probably not, you know, wouldn't have been the case. So I'm luckier than most. I can still access it from time to time, and you know, thankful to have that. But it's a bittersweet song. I hope that it brings back, if you're whether you're a kid that grew up in the country or not, I think that everybody can respect and understand kind of a country upbringing and just a more rural lifestyle in the woods and the tractors and the fields. And that's what I love. And that's why I'm rocking the Massey Ferguson hat, which probably will start some fights with people. So that's the way it goes. Should have worn my John Deere hat, you know. But yes, so I wrote this song over the span of probably about 2 years. When I first moved to Nashville, I kind of had the idea, and I was digging around with it, and I could never quite get it the way I wanted it. And when a song is really important to you, sometimes they take longer to write because you want it to be just perfect. And I think it came out as a very good tribute to the farm and to the memories that my wife and I and many of our friends had on that farm, and hopefully can make some more memories on it down the road. But yeah, 100 Acres. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's on all major platforms, Spotify, iTunes, you name it. Helps me out a ton if you go stream it. I get 0.0003 of a penny for every stream on Spotify, and it's free to stream it. So hey, go look up Tyler Deaver on Spotify and check out 100 Acres. Thank you guys for listening. And if you're wondering too, back here, I got the Fender Mustang GT100 back there. If you're an amp guy or girl.